So Dom and Stefan, they were obviously in the same session, the 69A category. For Stefan, he is just coming off of finals week for his college.
We plan to go a little bit lighter this meet just because I haven't been training that well. I did go and disappear in Japan for 2 weeks, and that did mess up my training for a while.
So we were conservative with his attempts. He snatched his opener at 111 kilos, missed 114 and then 115 subsequently, and then went on to open in the clean and jerk. He was the very first athlete in the clean and jerk. So we were a little rushed for warm-up time. He opened at 133. This is like a 40 type attempt for you. You gotta pull it like fucking 40. Clean it first. Good clean. Then worry about the jerk. Quick. Get set. Punch back. Reach. Keep pushing. Hold. Good job. And then missed his second attempt, and I was pretty frustrated, and he got a little bit of a talking to, and then he came back at 140 and did a great job. Good drive. Reach, keep pushing. All in all, he took 9th in the competition, and with all those factors from finals to his spring break trip, it's not a bad day, just not his best day. Dominic Stolle, on the other hand, he flirted with going up to 77. He's had a rough year, just kind of transitioning from college into working life and trying to figure out, his stride.
Going into this one, I was actually kind of more nervous than I have been in the past, just because it's my first meet going back down as a 69.
I mean, Dominic is, a remote athlete. He has to do a lot of things on his own without the support of a coach. So, between working and going to school and doing all the things that he does, it's difficult. And so I felt like last year he was overwhelmed by a lot of those external factors. This year, I feel like he found his stride. He was training much more consistently. He was sending videos through more regularly, and I think he was getting better technically throughout these training cycles. And so I was excited to see what he was going to do here, and he didn't disappoint. Reach, hold.
I could have opened more aggressively, I think, but that was good for me, just because of like the nerves and my first big meet back as a 69. I felt really good starting out. Everything felt real solid. The only thing that ever gets me sometimes is I'm not used to how quick the turnover of the Alico bars is. So that was kind of feeling a little shaky on the catch.
Right, he looked fit, he looked strong, and he came out and made some really awesome attempts on the platform. His last snatch at 125 kilos was a heroic attempt, and so really proud to see him back in action. Set it up, bump and go. Complete, hold, keep fighting. Yeah!
With those lifts that are going backwards, I mean, you have to stand it up right away. If you try to settle into the bottom to stabilize it, you're just gonna lose it behind you.
Good to see you again. It's been since some AOs about a year and a half ago.
I was in a dark place for a while.
Yeah. So Dom won gold medal in snatch, which is great. Clean and jerk, we opened him a little conservative. We opened him 143, not knowing how the weight cut was going to affect his legs. And that kind of gave him the subtotal to take the lead in the competition.
The first one was real solid. That was, and again, a conservative opener, 143 from Dave. I didn't have to wait too long between 43 and 48, which was good. But the thing with my clean and jerks, especially in competition, and especially with having cut down to 69, the clean pretty much has to be flawless. I don't know what it is, whether it's kind of the anatomy of my collarbones or, just from the cutting. But what happened with the second one is I caught it kind of soft, and I had to pause in the bottom of the clean, which standing up is never a problem for me. But if I get stuck in the bottom, I am almost instantly super dizzy.
kind of looked like he got the down signal. He dropped the bar. The referees didn't render a decision, and the announcer said, "And that's not a good lift." And so we kind of all head down, walked off the platform.
I mean, I think the judges made the right call in the end. I wanted to get the lift, but you know, I felt where my feet were placed, and they never quite came into line. The lockout was sketchy. Just everything about it was real sketch.
We had to, from there, just put a weight on the bar that we knew we could make, and that was 150 kilos, which he went and destroyed.
But it was an awesome opportunity for me to get some national medals. It was a really cool experience. You know, gold in the snatch, second in the total, and especially so close by a kilo.